Would you still love me if I was a worm? Epic gamers, today I got a special video for you guys. I have two deck profiles for playing Ordinary Only Sorcery Contested Realm, or rather known as Poorcery. I have a Earth Fire deck and a pure water deck. And it's all ordinaries except for the avatars. Avatars don't really have a rarity. So the first deck uses the Necromancer as the avatar. The Necromancer is super good. Doesn't have any restrictions, just a free for 1 mana, a token summoner, which is really good. And for this deck, again, it's all ordinary, so super cheap, super fun. Probably one of my favorite formats in Sorcery. I don't even know if Sorcery has any other formats besides Constructed and Draft or Sealed. But this deck revolves around Spore Spouts, which has a Genesis ability. You can cast minions with 2 or less power to any side. You really want to mulligan until you have at least one of these in your opening hand. So we have 4 Spore Spouts, which is basically our key card. And then here are some minions to summon to perhaps your opponent's avatar's side. So we have the Wild Fanatic, so you can strike them for 2 immediately. A playset of these. We have some Granary Rats to stop one of their sides from providing Threshold. We have only 2 Sacred Scarabs. I actually want to max out on these because this is a really cool combo with Detonate. So I definitely want to expand this to 4 and maybe this to 4 as well. So you can go Spore Spouts, summon this to your opponent's side, then play a Detonate on it, and then you can inflict 4 points of damage. No, 6 points of damage in one go. We also have the Grief Larva for some more consistent damage. You summon it underneath your opponent's side using Spore Spouts, and then they take 1 damage every at the end of each of your turns. Only 3 of these. And then, of course, the classic Vile Imp to inflict 2 damage upon summoning. We also have some other ordinary staples for Earth, like Kettletop Leprechaun. Pretty self-explanatory. We have, I guess, our boss monster, because, again, ordinary only. So this was the coolest boss monster I could find. Only 2. Ravenous Werewolf, who also has charge, and 3 power and movement +1, which is he's schmoovin'. He's schmoovin'. So we have Ignited as well. This is just basically just a charge deck, doing quick damage to your opponent. We have some spellcasters as well to cast some spells from other locations than just from your avatar. Of course, we play Landmass. Landmass is pretty good. I mean, this is like, I can't believe this is just an ordinary, but this is basically mana ramping. Of course, we run 3, and you can already guess what ordinary we're running in the mono water deck. We have, of course, 4 Common Sense. We're running Earth, ordinary only. You can search your entire deck with this. That's really cool. We have some other burn spells or damage spells. I mean, I can go over these piece by piece, but these are pretty self-explanatory. Just do damage as quickly and as fast as you can to your opponent. And this is also really cool. Minor Explosion to use with one of your other spellcasters if they're near your opponent. Like, you can summon a Flaming Skull or One-Shot Wizard on your opponent's side when they're at death's door, and then go Minor Explosion and you win. And then for the sides are very not interesting besides Spore Spouts. We basically just run Earth Thresholds and Fire Thresholds to maintain a very consistent base of thresholds for the spells we need. This is also cool. You can get a lance if you want. Pretty cool, 4 of those. This one is cool because there are some ordinary cards that have stealth or that give minions stealth. So if you're in Earth for ordinary only or Poorcery, this is definitely a recommend. I run only 2 in this. Like, maybe I should up that to maybe 3 or 4. This is also a staple in Poorcery, of course, because you can cast ordinary minions for 1 less to this side. Also cool with Spore Spouts, if your opponent has a Hamlet, you can summon one of your minions for 1 cheaper to their side. Hey, so only 2 in this deck. I mean, it's a good card, but The first time playing this deck, I had 4 Hamlets, and I noticed I was getting a little bit threshold screwed, if you know what I mean. And then we have some villages to summon foot soldiers if the skeleton tokens aren't enough. So this is the first deck. Earth, fire, charge, damage, boom, boom, bam, shabam, shaboing, boing. Really cool deck. Probably one of my favorite Poorcery decks. I only have 2, but I just like going at it, right? Then, for our second Poorcery deck, we have Mono Water with the... you can use the Wave Shaper, which is a really cool and one of the more cheap water avatars, but I thought it would be funny to make a Poorcery deck of only Ordinaries and then use an expensive avatar like this, but these are basically both super viable. The Wave Shaper might actually be better in this case, because this deck is focuses around our boss monster, Slimy Mutants. I keep saying boss monster because I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh player. Boo! Boo, Yu-Gi-Oh player! But this is like our boss guy. This is like Submerge, and he normally costs 5 for a 4 power frog. But you can also pay 3 to transform an ally with Submerge into Slimy Mutants from your hand. So this is our boss guy, and of course we are running a bunch of Submerge Minions. So I put this one in this deck because I really like the art on this, and in Constructed, with where you can run any rarity, of course, this card isn't getting played, but I like the art so much, so I thought, hey, Ordinary only, I gotta run 3 Drowned in this deck, and they have Submerge. So you can transform your into your frogs. We have the Finwife to give you some mana to if you can submerge yourself towards your opponent. The hard part about running this deck is, like in normal Constructed, you have a lot of ways to flood sites and to expand your body of water. But all those cards are exceptional or higher. So that's why you really rely on your avatar for submerging or like flooding other sites. Make sure you flood stuff with your avatar as much as possible. We have Shelly Coat too, just a little, takes 1 less damage, little defensive guy. We have a strong pirate ship, waterbound, so maybe not that strong if you can flood your opponent's sites as well, but hey, it's a 4 cost, 5 power. We have the Tough the Turtles, really cool card. First time Tough the Turtles would take damage each turn. Prevent that damage. He's very annoying. We have the Swan Maidens, and basically running it for the same reason as the Drowned, because you normally never see this card in the deck, but in Poorcery, maybe they have a chance to shine, and I really like the artwork on this. We have our Ordinary version of Lord of Lies. Genesis, make 2 enemy minions at target nearby location fight each other. Really cool to get rid of like problem creatures your opponent is summoning. We have this guy, 1 cost Submerge with lethal as well, and also able to transform in the Slimy Mutants? Yeah, I forgot the name. Porcupine Pufferfish. Yeah, cool. This one's really cool. We have Sewer Rats, may be cast under any site, and it has Burrowing and Submerge. So you can cast this on underneath your opponent's avatar site. Be sure that it's a water site, or to surface this card before transforming it into mutants, or else the mutants will die because they don't have Burrowing, they only have Submerge. So I run 3 Sly Fox as well, just a 1 cost creature with and getting stealth at the end of every turn. Really good for an Ordinary only format. Then we have our magics. We got our magics and our auras. We have Trial by Water to drown enemy minions. We have Fire Harpoons to maybe cool in like a water mirror match to surface of to pull something towards you. Really cool. Sleep, another really beautiful card that doesn't really see play in Constructed, but pretty good. Disabled until it takes damage. A really cool common from Arthurian Legends, which is Grievous Insult. Tap, silence target nearby minion this turn and tap it, draw a spell. Really cool card for only 2 mana. And of course, you know what it is, Overflow at 4. This is a really good Ordinary card. Even in Constructed, you want to run this if you can. But in this deck, of course, it's also amazing. Then we have Drown, to drown some enemy minions as well. We have Baptize, to ward minions at target water site. I mean, ward is pretty annoying, and being able to ward each allied minion at a target water site in this deck is pretty good. We have a Blizzard for some defensive plays if you're getting if your opponent is getting a little bit too close for comfort. And then we have an Ice Lance, which is a really cool piercing projectile card for our water only deck. We have, well, I mean, do I have to explain this? I mean, if you're watching this video, you already play Sorcery, probably. We have the rivers. We have 4 spring rivers, 4 autumn rivers, 4 summer rivers, which, for the people who don't know, look at your next spell. You may put it on the bottom of your spell book. So a little bit of like scrying, I think it's called in Magic. We have Stinging Kelp, deal 1 damage to each minion at the target site. In this body of water, yes. So if your opponent comes towards you, you can damage him a little bit. We have a Troubled Town at 3, and then 3 Serapha Townsfolk in our collection. So we can, as early as turn 2, if you open this and then a water site, we can summon a nice Townfolk. They don't have Submerge, by the way, so don't try to transform them in into your Slimy Mutants. This is really cool because this is also a Genesis pay 1 summon a frog token. Really cool because frog tokens also have Submerge, so they can also transform into the Slimy Mutants or Slimy Boss Monster. And then we have the Pond because we do run a few beasts. I'm actually thinking of like putting some more beasts in this deck because there are enough ordinary water beasts with Submerge, and you can cast them for 1 less, so that's very good. And then of course, just like in the last deck, this time we run 3 Hamlets to reduce the cost of our ordinary minions. Pretty sick. And then the collection I showed you guys. For the people who want to get into Sorcery, I know Sorcery is like sometimes hard to get for my fellow Europeans, and I thought, how can you make a deck or multiple decks and play for fun for cheap? Or if you're lucky enough to get a booster box, you basically get a play set of each of these guys. So yeah, these are my ordinary only decks, trying to make some cheap decks to play for fun. If you have any cool ideas for an ordinary deck, let me know. I'm always interested. And I'll see you in the next video where I make a unique only deck. Yes. Whoosh.